Welcome back to Up North at 4. We're joined by Eric Rampala and Kathleen Cooper from the Oneida County Clean Water Action. Thanks so much for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having us.
So we're going to talk about PFAS. We're going to talk about wake boat regulations because apparently that's the hottest topic of the summer in the Northwoods and winter and fall. But let's first start with your organization. Eric, what is OCCWA?
Okay, OCCWA is Oneida County Clean Waters Action.
Did I say that wrong? What did I say?
A little bit. And our website is occwa.org. Okay, and we're a local group. We don't accept money. We don't take donations. We just kind of do this. We've been monitoring water issues in Oneida County for quite some time, and the people that handed it down to us even that much longer. So that's who we are.
Fantastic.
Okay, and so let's talk a little bit about the PFAS, right? So what are PFAS chemicals?
PFAS chemicals, it's a group of chemicals that were originally invented in the 1930s. And they've been used in all kinds of things like Teflon, I believe DuPont in West Virginia, 3M, all those companies started making PFAS. It's a group of chemicals. It's not just one thing. It's all kinds of kind of copies of the first and like reworking the formulas and all that stuff. And at first it came out in long chain PFAS, and that's what originally started contaminating water. It's also used in, it's pervasive in everything we do. It's fast food packaging, waterproofing, Scotchgard repellent. It's in a lot of things. And so they reformulated them to a shorter chain, thinking that would be safer, and it's not. It's actually worse than the first one. So, and it is harmful to human health at certain levels. It causes different kinds of cancers, different kinds of endocrine disorders, neonatal disorders, from in the womb and that sort of thing. And it's a growing problem here in Oneida County. We're just finding out.
Yeah, so it's this chemical. It doesn't break down, and it's in our waterways. It's in our lakes, and specifically Stella, Wisconsin. It has the highest readings of these PFAS compounds. But we were talking before, Eric, and it was kind of a coincidence, right, that it was even tested in Stella, and Stella might not be the only small town in Oneida County with these issues.
Absolutely. That's the main issue we'd like the public to understand, is that Stella was found with random DNR testing. They tested 200 different sites across the whole state of Wisconsin, and that number popped in Stella. So there really wasn't much other testing done in Oneida County by the DNR. And we know that the DNR strongly suspects that the contamination in Stella is from legacy spreading of sludges, be it wastewater plant sludges or possibly paper mill sludge. That's the culprit that they strongly suspect is the problem.
Yep.
And so that's why Stella's numbers are through the roof, because they've had that spreading done for years.
And we have a pending lawsuit right now, against the paper mill, but we won't get into that. So go ahead, Ed.
Right. And what would you say are some things people should be aware of, and to learn more, seek what kind of resources of this ongoing issue that's happening?
Well, there's a lot of information on the occwa.org website. And on the DNR website, they have a special category for Stella, for the Stella problem. And the problem is, after PFAS gets to certain, they tested private wells in Stella. And after PFAS gets over 200 parts per trillion, you cannot, if it's under 200 parts per trillion, you can get a filtering system to filter it out. But if it's over that, then you have to dig a new well. But if all the water in Stella is contaminated, you have to go either very deep and who knows if it's, how deep it runs. So that's another problem. You can dig a new well, but A, they're very expensive, and B, is there any PFAS-free water in the water table?
That is a sobering thought. Before we go to wake boats, because it's a little less important than this pervasive PFAS problem, is there anything else you want to add on this topic, Eric?
Tell our viewers, yes.
Yeah, well, I think the important thing to know is, you know, when we walked into the town of Stella for a PFAS meeting, the people knew right away. They were like, it's the stuff they've been spreading here for years, right? So people in Oneida County know that we've had this spreading done for years. And at the time, nobody knew what PFAS was. So, you know, when you talk about lawsuits and stuff, we're not going there. But I think it's important if anybody, if you have a feeling that your water might not be bad, and if you're close to a farm field where this pervasive spreading has been going on for years, you definitely want to test your water. It'll cost you maybe up to $500 to do that. But our fear is that Stella has wicked bad numbers through no fault of their own, and everybody knows that Stella is not the only place where these sludges were spread. So there are theoretically people out there drinking wicked bad water and not even knowing it.
Okay, very important note to end that on. Be proactive in your health. Like, don't be afraid.
Absolutely. And check out our website.
And check out the website. Okay,
yes.
Well, we were planning on just doing one segment, but we got to get to the wake boats.
Right.
This is a hot topic. So let's take a break.
We'll
Director in there, we'll be right back. We'll talk about wake boats. The regular.